Hey guys, I hope you're having a great day today. Today, I'm gonna do a little declutter. Today we're gonna go through my blushes, bronzers, and highlighters and kind of just go through them one by one and kind of explain why I'm keeping them, why I'm getting rid of them. This video might be long, so I'm sorry about that in advance, but I hope you enjoy. If you're new here, hi, my name is Vivian. I'm a robotics engineer with a love for all things beauty, makeup related. I'm trying to curate my collection into products that I really enjoy. So I'm trying to focus more on conscious consumption in general and just having a really curated collection that makes me happy. I hope you enjoy. If you're new here, please like and subscribe. That would mean so much to me, and let's hop into it. Okay, so this is my blush collection. These are all of the blushes that I currently own. I am probably not gonna get rid of a ton of these. Some of these are new. I can see like a couple that I really don't use that I will probably declutter, but in general, I like all of these blushes and I don't think I'm getting rid of them, even though I know that I have a lot right here. So we're gonna start off with the things that I know for sure I'm going to keep. So back here I have the Dior Rosy Glow blush. This is in the shade 001 Pink. Definitely a keep. I've really been liking this, and it is expensive, but it's so pretty and it looks really nice on the skin or on my cheeks. So definitely keeping, not decluttering this at all. Probably never will, honestly. So another blush that I am definitely keeping. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Pink Gasm blush. I haven't even used this as a blush yet, so I'm gonna keep this. I'm not getting rid of it yet. I haven't tried it and I want to, and I spent a lot of money on it. Some more blushes I'm gonna keep is this Patrick Ta blush. This one is in the shade Dewy. Oh, no, this one is in the shade She's So LA. It's a very pretty neutrally bronze color. I really like this as an everyday blush, and I love the Patrick Ta formula, especially because you get a cream blush and a powder blush in one. So I'm keeping this one. This Patrick Ta blush is in the shade Do We Know Her. It's a very peachy pink blush. I don't use this as often, but I really like this in the summertime because I feel like it gives such a pretty, like, corally look to the skin. And again, I love Patrick Ta's duos because you get the cream and the powder that are complementary shades. And so I'm gonna keep this one, but if I find myself not using this in the next couple months, I will declutter it. But I've really been liking is this Rare Beauty blush. This is just like not a sample size, but it's a mini size, and this blush is so pigmented and so bright, and it's like, again, this really pretty corally shade, and it just looks really nice on the skin. I'm gonna keep this for now, but I think actually this one and the Patrick Ta one are very similar. I don't think I need both, but maybe you can kind of see there. This side is the Rare Beauty blush, and this is the Patrick Ta blush. The Patrick Ta blush is definitely pinker, but it's still that kind of same corally vibes. So I'm gonna keep both of them for now, but maybe I will declutter one or both if I end up not reaching for them during the summer. This is the Cosmetics So Soft blush in Bitten. It's this like very deep berry tone. I like this one for winter a lot because it kind of makes me look frostbitten, if that makes sense. I don't know, it's a deeper shade, but I like the deeper shades for the winter, and I feel like it, I don't know, it makes my cheeks look rosy. So I'm gonna keep that one. Also, I do like Cosmetics formula. I have the So Soft Stick in Terra that I use as a contour that I really like. So it's a very good formula if you're interested in trying them. Okay, so it's a little bit later. I had some work things I had to take care of, but these are the Rose Ink cream blushes. This one right here on the left is the shade Foxglove, and this one on the right is the shade Ophelia. So Foxglove is more of like a more like ready sunburnt kind of tone, and then Ophelia is more of a true pink. So these are, Rose Inc is a clean beauty brand, and so with the heat, I just opened these for the first time in a couple days, or a couple weeks, and they started off like separating, so I kind of just rubbed that around, and it looks fine, it smells fine, but that is the thing to note with clean beauty brands in general, is that the cream products really don't last that long. So these blushes are like really expensive, and so to have them start going bad so soon is kind of frustrating. But I'm gonna keep these for now because I like the formula of it. When it's not like separated, the formula is a lot thicker than most cream blushes. For example, compared to this Milani cream blush, this is super emollient, so it kind of melts as soon as you touch it. Whereas with the Rose Inc cream blushes, they're a lot thicker in feeling, which is definitely not a bad thing. It's just something to note, and I do like the formula of these, which is kind of where I was getting at. So I'm gonna keep these. I'm gonna try and use them more though, because I'm scared they're gonna go bad soon, and I like barely have a dent in these. Another blush are these ones from Cover FX. These are the Monochromatic blush duos. This one is in Spice Cinnamon, and this one is in Warm Honey. If you've been here a while, you'll know that I kind of love these. The blush formulas are very pigmented, and I like that you get the matte blush plus like the shimmery topper together. So when I use these, I tend to just like tap my brush in both sides and put it over the cheek, and it's just very pretty. It's a very good powder blush option, and I like these tones. Both of them are very like summery tones in my opinion. Another blush I'm going to keep is this M Cosmetics Heaven's Glow blush. This is in the shade Rococo. And this is also more of like a neutrally toned blush. It's very, if you can see there, it's just like a very pretty everyday color. I do like this formula a lot. I like this baked formula a lot more than the Milani baked formula. I find that the Milani baked formula is a little bit too drying on my skin. So I'm actually going to get rid of this. This is the Milani Luminoso Baked Powder Blush, and I just don't reach for it. It's not something that I like need to have in my collection, and so I would rather give it away to someone who would enjoy it more. Two other blushes I'm going to declutter are these e.l.f. Putty Blushes. They're fine. They're not bad cream blushes by any means. I just have different ones that I like more. So this one, this peachier one, is in the shade, I believe this is Turks and Caicos. I don't see it on the actual packaging, but this is Turks and Caicos, and this is, I want to say it's Bali. Maldives? This is Maldives. Again, both are nice. They're starting to separate because of the heat in my room, but that's okay. This formula turns more of like a matte when you blend it out, which I kind of like about that. Actually, I'm gonna keep one. I'm gonna keep Maldives. And I'm going to declutter Turks and Caicos. I don't really tend to go for these like peachier blushes in general, so I don't really feel like I need these. Okay, a blush that I'm gonna declutter is this Undone Beauty Lip Cheek Palette. Again, this one is very emollient, kind of similar to the Milani Cheek Kiss Cream Blush, but this shade is a little bit too bright for me, and you can kind of see with the heat in my room, again, like it's starting to separate, like the oils are starting to separate. I'm not sure how well you can see that, but it's not a blush I reach for often, and I have others that I like more. So I'm gonna declutter this one. This one right here is the Kaja Whipped Dreams blush. It's a liquid blush with a doe foot. It's more of a moussey texture, and I've really been liking this. It does dry down to more of like a soft matte. It does transfer though, so if that's something you're concerned about, like this might not be the move, but I do like it. I like this color. This is the shade Mocha Dreams, I believe, and it's like this deeper, that was terrible, I totally just got that in the same color as the other one, but it's like this deeper reddy brown tone, and I like that. I'm gonna keep that. Another one I'm gonna keep is this Bare Minerals bronzer. This is in the shade Kiss a Rose. It's this deeper kind of like coppery shade, and you can see that it has the reflect in it. This, or not reflect, but it's like a very glowy blush. I'm gonna keep this. I don't think I technically like need it in my collection, but I do like the formula, and I do like having powder blush options because I feel like a lot of my blushes are more like creamy. Another blush that I'm going to keep is this Colourpop Forever Yours blush. This is just their pressed powder blush, but it comes in this cute, if I can open it, Jesus. It comes in this cute heart-shaped packaging, which I'm honestly just a sucker for. So I'm gonna keep this. I don't think I need it. Like it's a very pretty blush. I'm honestly keeping it for the packaging. Like it's so cute. But I'm keeping it anyway. A blush that I'm going to declutter is this e.l.f. Bite Size Face Duo, I think. This is in the shade Spiced Apple. I don't really reach for this blush, and I really don't like the highlighter. The highlighter is very like chunky glittery, and that's not my vibe. So this is just a declutter. I do like the blush formula though if you're looking for an affordable option at the drugstore. This is the Glossier Cloud Paint in the shade Dusk. Ooh, that was a lot of product. I'm not even squeezing that. Okay. This is not my favorite blush, honestly. I don't really like this color. I feel like it's like too orangey for my taste, and the formula is nice. It's kind of like the OG liquid blush formula, so I want to keep it kind of for like nostalgia's sake, but I don't really love this color. So honestly, I'm gonna get rid of this. I feel like I'm not gonna miss it if I don't have it in my collection, and I feel like I have other cream blushes that I can reach for that I enjoy more and that I reach for more. So this is the Milani Cheek Kiss cream blush. This is in the shade 110 Nude Kiss. I actually quite like this. It's not the most long lasting, but I like the color of it, and the formula is pretty nice. It's more emollient, but it does kind of dry down to I wouldn't say matte, but it definitely doesn't like stay super emollient. So I'm gonna keep this for the time being. Also, this is kind of the cream blush I reach for if I'm trying to do like a drugstore only type of vibe. So I'm gonna keep that. And this last blush here is the Cosmetics Serum Drops blush in the shade Venetian Rose. So the concept of this blush is pretty cool. It's like it's supposed to be a dropper, and it's a liquid blush, and maybe I would like this, and maybe I would reach for it if the dropper actually worked. So I end up having to just like kind of scrape the sides onto my face, and honestly the annoyance of that is like too much for me, and I never reach for it. So I'm actually gonna declutter that. The color is pretty though, and I do tend to like most Cosmetics items, but just this blush specifically, there's something about it that just doesn't make me happy. Mainly that the stopper doesn't work. So I would just rather not reach for it and give it to someone who would appreciate it more. So that's gonna be decluttered. I don't have a ton of bronzers, way less than blushes, but there are still a few that I just don't use. So this is the Physicians Formula Matte Monoi Butter Bronzer. This is a little mini size of it. I picked this up because I wanted to try it, but I hate the Physicians Formula packaging. And this one, I believe, I don't see like a shade on here, but this is too light. It doesn't show up on my skin. And so I'm decluttering it. I don't use it. And I don't think I ever will. So I'm gonna get rid of that. This is the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer. Same deal as the Putty Blush. It's fine. I don't hate it. I'm gonna keep it just to have a drugstore cream option. But it's... Oh, I forgot another blush. This is the Essence, the blush in the shade 20 Bespoke. I'm keeping it. It's a very good powder blush. I like the tone of it. Nothing bad to say about it, so I'm gonna keep that. Okay, another drugstore product that I'm gonna keep is the e.l.f. Primer Infused Bronzer. This is in the shade Forever Sunkissed. It's just a really good option for a drugstore bronzer. I do like it. I have made a small dent in it. I'm gonna keep it. I have nothing bad to say about that. So this is pretty new to my collection. This is the Cover FX Monochromatic Bronzer Duo, and this is in the shade Suntan Bronze. I bought this because it was like $4 on Ulta, and I like the blush duo formula, but I seriously haven't even reached for it. And because of that, I feel like I should declutter it because it is so new. And because I haven't reached for it, I think someone else could use this more than me. So I'm going to declutter this. Although I do like the formula, I just think that someone else could benefit from having this, whereas I kind of just have it sitting here. So this is the Patrick Ta Cream Contour and Powder Bronzer Duo. I've made a lot of progress on this. I'm keeping this. I love this formula, and I love that it has the cream and the powder, and just overall it's a very good bronzer. So I'm gonna keep that. This is the Tower 28 Bronzino. This is starting to get kind of old and starting to get kind of separated, but this is in my project pan. My goal right now is to hit pan on it, which I have not done yet. So I'm gonna keep this, and I'm gonna continue trying to work on it. Yeah, I do like it though. It's very glowy. It's also, this is the shade West Coast, and it has a slightly red undertone, but it's still very pretty, and so I'm going to keep it. This is the Kosas, what is this? I don't remember what this is called, but this is the Kosas bronzer. This is in the shade Medium Golden Bronze. It's very pretty. I like it. I like the formula, and I'm gonna continue using it. I feel like bronzers aren't as exciting as blushes, but I only have a couple left. This is the Nabla Skin Bronzing in the shade Soft Revenge. I do really like this. This is a baked formula, but it is so soft and powdery, and it looks really nice on the skin. So I'm gonna keep that. I like the shade of this too. It's like a subtle contour shade. And yeah, I'm glad I have this. I'm gonna continue using this, and I've almost used enough of this to kind of get rid of that imprint at the top. So that's pretty cool. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Contour Wand in the shade Fair Medium. This was very expensive. I'm gonna keep it because it was so expensive. And I was kind of upset when I got this because the tube came half empty, and this is like $40. So I'm going to keep it because I paid good money for it, and I'm going to continue using it. The formula is not bad at all. Like, I can definitely see the hype of it, but do I think it's worth the $40? No. But like I said, I'm going to keep it because I did spend money on it, and I do like it. I'm just a little bit annoyed still that it came half empty and it was $40. Similarly, this is the Revolution Eyebrite Concealer in the shade Deep Caramel, which is supposed to be a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Contour Wand. It's kind of a dupe. The shade isn't exactly like, but it's still nice. I still like it. I am going to continue using it, and this was like $9 versus $40. So I wouldn't say they're exact dupes, but they're similar enough where I can see why people called it a dupe. So yeah, I'm going to keep both of these, if not for the fact that they're so similar, but like one is like $9 and one is $40, and maybe I'll do a dupes video eventually, maybe. Keeping both of those. This is the Cosmetics So Soft Stick in the shade Terra. Also really like this. I really like this shade as like a contour. I'm a big fan of the application method of this too. I like that it's in a stick that I can just like swipe on my face and blend out. Big fan of this. I'm excited to keep using this and to continue having this in my collection. And lastly, this is brand new to my collection. I literally got it in the mail yesterday. This is the Cosmetics Corselet Sculpting Powder Bronzer. This is in the shade Silhouette. I haven't even used this yet, like on my face, so I'm going to keep it. And I will get back to you on my thoughts on this. These are all of the highlighters that I own. These three up here, or these four, are more of like glowy base products rather than highlighters, but you can use them any way you want. Yeah, let's just get into it. I am going to keep the Orc Glow Lust. I really like this. I like the way it feels, and I like that I can use it kind of all over, and it's a pretty good shade match for me. So I'm gonna keep this. Also, I really love the packaging of this. It's so like weighty and it feels nice. Something that I'm going to get rid of is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Lotion. I just have all these products that are very similar, and I don't think this adds to my collection at all. Also, this shade is more of a pinky shade, which I don't love. It's not what I tend to go for, so I'm gonna declutter this. This is the Essence Pure Nude highlighter. The packaging of mine broke a very long time ago, and I've just been keeping it. I really like this. It's a very pretty natural highlighter. I don't think I'll ever be able to finish this, and I really hate that the packaging broke. So I honestly might declutter this, but for now I'm gonna keep it because I do like it and I do enjoy the formula. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. This is a mini size in the shade 3 Fair. I like this. This is in my project pan right now, so I'm trying to finish this up, and once I finish it up, I probably will not repurchase because, like I said, I have the Auric Glow Lust that I still need to work through, and I'm also keeping that. So I'm going to continue working on this. Hopefully I'll be able to finish it soon. This is the what is this called? The Glowy Super Gel. This is in the shade Star Glow. This is more of like a glowy base, but I want to say that the texture is very different. This is more serum-like, and it sinks into the skin very, very quickly. And it's not as glittery and glowy as the Auric Glow Lust. It's more of like a natural glow, whereas the Auric Glow Lust is more of like a radiance glow, if that makes sense. So I'm going to keep this. This is also just like a mini size, so I feel like I would be able to use this before this goes bad. This is a little mini size of the Rare Beauty highlighter. This is in the shade Mesmerize. I haven't actually used this on my face yet. I swatched it and it looks really nice, but I still need to use this actually on my cheeks. I don't tend to go for this color though, like this is more of a pinky highlighter, which is not usually my vibe. I usually go for more of the gold highlighter, like champagne-y highlighters. So I'm excited to continue using this, I'm excited to try this out and see my thoughts on it before I actually decide what to do with this. This is the Cosmetics Sunscape highlighter in the shade Majesty. Love her. I love the packaging. The highlighter itself is very pretty. It is more of like a glittery highlighter compared to the Essence Pure Nude highlighter, but I like it. I'm gonna keep it. Okay, so the last two highlighters I have here are this one from Nabla. This is the Skin Glazing highlighter in the shade Privilege. This is more, it's not like super glittery, but it is glittery, if that makes sense. I really like this. I don't use it very often though, and because of that, it makes me want to think that I want to declutter it, but for now, I'm gonna keep it. Plus, I like the packaging, and it's definitely more of like a, it has like a subtle pink undertone to it, so I like it. I'm gonna keep it. Okay, so this one is completely shattered. This is the Becca Moonstone highlighter. This is a little mini size. I got this before Becca closed. The highlighter is nice, but this is the second time that this is shattered on me, and I don't really feel like repressing it because I have a lot of highlighters already. So I'm thinking I might just declutter this or like toss it. I did like the highlighter, and I know you can get Champagne Pop through Smashbox still. So I just don't think I need it. And I like seriously hate how it keeps breaking. And honestly, I don't have the effort to try and repress it and to salvage it. So I'm just gonna get rid of it. I have some highlighter blush palettes. This bronzer palette from Undone Beauty. One, it's ginormous. Two, I just don't reach for it. I don't really like the highlighters, and I have others that I tend to go for over this one. And for me, the bronzers are kind of patchy. So I'm actually going to declutter this. I've barely touched this after my Undone Beauty video that I did. So yeah, honestly, the only thing from Undone Beauty that I actually liked was the matte tint. And everything else has kind of just fallen to the back of my drawers. And so I'm going to declutter most of the stuff that I got from Undone Beauty. Another thing that I'm going to declutter is the highlighting palette. This is the Nonzer. Again, the pans are huge. These are just not my types of highlight. It's just not my favorite. I don't really love the formula. It is very soft, like it goes on nicely. It's just a little bit too glittery for my taste. I just don't reach for it. I haven't touched it since that video, so I'm gonna declutter this as well. This right here is the Kosas Cream and Highlighter Duo. I'm gonna keep this. I like it. It's very emollient, similar to the Milani Cheek Kiss. I really like the highlighter side especially. I like the cream highlighter. The blush is nice. It's not my favorite cream blush, but I do like the highlighter. So I'm gonna keep this. And lastly, I have this palette from Hourglass, which I think I mentioned in my eyeshadow palette declutter. This was expensive and I don't reach for it often, but I'm gonna keep it and hate pan it at the very least because it was $60 for these three. And I've been using I've actually been using the powder a lot. I've been trying to use the bronzer as like a bronzer topper because on its own it doesn't really show up on my skin. And I really don't reach for the blush a lot, mostly because it's more of like a purpley shade more of like a berry shade that I don't tend to go for. But I'm gonna keep this because it was $60 and that's a lot of money to not use, you know. that's it. Those are all of the blushes and bronzers I have in my collection. So let's just do a little recap of what I'm decluttering. It's not like a massive declutter. I still have a ton, but this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 things that I'm decluttering that I really don't think I'll miss if I don't have them in my collection. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe if you aren't already. I will link my eyeshadow palette declutter, or it's eyeshadow and foundation declutter, up in the cards above. If you like this video, please let me know. And I will have another declutter coming up soon, consisting of mainly lip products and all the other categories that I haven't touched on yet. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!